Okay, picture this. You're riding the best wave of your entire life. Everything feels perfect. The energy, the wave, the timing. You feel like you're on top of the world. And for a split second, the wave closes out on you, and you fall headfirst into a coral reef. You wake up in the hospital wondering how you even made it out alive. You have blood all over your face, and you busted your lip. Today I'm going to be speaking about Jack Johnson, one of my greatest inspirations, and I know that he inspired a lot of people. But let's start way back when he was born. He was born in Oahu, Hawaii in 1975, and grew up with his dad and mom. His mom was a teacher and his dad was a pro surfer. He's one of the earlier writers who shaped Hawaii surf, in my opinion. And he grew up in the ocean his entire life. In one of his interviews, he even said, the ocean is like my playground. And I thought that was great. But by the age of 14, he was already getting sponsorships from Quicksilver. And then by the age of 17, he was charging pipeline, where he did get into a gnarly accident and broke his nose, lost his teeth, opened up his forehead, and had to get over 100 stitches. And most people would have walked away from surfing completely, but Jack had an altering thing happen to him where he was recovering and he picked up a guitar and started playing. It was a tough recovery, and instead of chasing surf sponsorships, when he recovered, he decided to enroll at UCSB and try to get a degree in film. So he pursued film studies. He graduated from Santa Barbara City UCSB in 1997, and while all his friends were out traveling the world getting sponsorships like he had once dreamed, he decided to pursue, conquer, and get the degree. And when he finished, he went out with his friends to explore the world and film all of them surf. And he made a documentary, and he made 2 documentaries which completely changed a bunch of surf culture people's lives, because they started getting a huge mass following. And in those documentaries, he would put his songs, because he never put down the guitar, and he started getting more and more famous. By then, he then started recording demos for fun, and one of his recordings ended up with G-Love and Special Sauce, and they loved the songs Rodeo Clowns, and it appeared on their 1999 Philadelphonic, I believe that's how you say it, albums, and it became a huge track. And then suddenly, Jack didn't become just a surf filmmaker, but he became a world-known musician. He recorded his debut album, Bushfire Fairy Tales, in 2001, and it took him only 7 days with a small budget. And that is one of my favorite things about him, is he didn't need anything fancy. He was always himself. And by 2003, his album went crazy, and he became really known. He then went on to starting a Kokua, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, foundation, which then went on to help children and kids about sustainability. And he then went on and started a Kokua, I believe that's how you pronounce it, foundation, which taught kids about sustainability. And he also donated 100% of his profits from tour to help environmental causes, which was great. He also built his own record label and all of Sustainable Power. And he never once changed who he was, which is my favorite part about him. And his story remains really inspiring because it proves that setbacks are not only final and they're just turning points, and they're chances to rebuild and redirect who you can be and your goals and dreams in life. So when I listen to his music or read about how he lives nowadays, it really does mean a lot to me, and it makes me take a step back and realize how grateful I am to have all these opportunities. So yeah, thank you.
The charcuterie stuff because I low-key left it.